Conversations are continuing here backstage. I am with the winners tonight for the TV pilot and first season comedy of Atlanta. Congratulations to both of you. It's nice to have you here. Thanks for talking with us. This is your first win, if I have my information correct, your first Artios win. How are you feeling tonight?
Feeling great. You know, we came 2 years ago and we weren't nominated or anything. We just wanted to kind of feel the experience. And we teased, we said, you know, let's not go back until we get a nomination. And this year we were actually blessed with 5 to start off. So the first one is always the most meaningful, especially for the city we live in. So, yeah, we're very happy.
Yeah. Well, and this award in particular is being given to you by your peers, by fellow casting directors. What does that mean to you?
I mean, it's in some ways the highest honor because they understand what we're doing. And so when they see the work on the screen, they take into consideration the effort that we have to do as casting directors. So in a lot of ways, this is the most respect we can get for the work we've done because, I mean, someone said earlier in the show, the only people that really understand what casting directors do are people that work in casting. So it's a really high honor in my mind.
That's great. Now, you work out of Atlanta, the city. I know you work collaboratively with Alexa Fogel's office in New York. Can you walk us through that process, since nobody understands how it works anyway, but walk us through the process of working collaboratively with another office?
Well, with Alexa, she respects our opinion so much that it is a collaboration. You know, we love working with her because she knows that we're going to find the best possible talent in the city for any project we work on with her. She's great to bounce ideas off of. But she also trusts us to know the talent and to find the best person to inhabit each role so that whatever project we're working on, she doesn't have to worry about whether or not we're being thorough or it's the best person possible. She knows we have that covered. She's also a great safety net for us, you know, so a great resource. She's been doing it way longer than we have. So to have her to fall back on we're just lucky to have her in our corner.
Technology has made it possible these days for that kind of collaboration and to see actors from different parts of the country. How has that affected what you do on a day-to-day basis?
You know, we can see a lot more talent. The fact that we're able to work virtually for a lot of our projects allows us to see hundreds of actors per role if we want to. We can dig and dig and dig and keep seeing more and more. It doesn't limit you to the 5 or 6 you can bring into a live casting session.
It's nice to have a bigger pool to choose from, especially when you're dealing with a show like Atlanta, for instance. We're not always dealing with actors. You know, when you're trying to represent the city the way that they do in this show, we're trying to find real Atlantans. And so one of the things that's great about this show is 90% or more of the show were true Atlanta local hires or people who live there or born there. I mean, even as far as Donald being from there, it makes it much more true to what the show is doing. And that was one of the better things about casting this show, is that it really felt like a reflection of the people that actually live in the city. And anyone who's from Atlanta will know when they watch it who the actors are from the city and who aren't. It's clear as day to them.
And finding that, I think, can add so much to the tone and style of a show. It's, I think, what casting brings to a script, what casting directors add to it. Invaluable, I'm sure. You mentioned a lot of the auditions you're seeing are virtual auditions. For any actors who may be watching, do you have advice on those virtual auditions, on whether or not they're self-taped or in somebody's office knowing that they're going to be transmitted? How different is it from auditioning in the room?
I would say that actors should treat the audition on tape as if they were in the room. You know, I feel like you should come with the same preparation, come in ready to be prepared, make sure you lay it all on the line when you come in. Just because you're not in front of us doesn't mean that we're not seeing it. It's being seen by us, it's being seen by directors, producers, all the way up to Studio Network a lot of times. So a lot more people are actually going to see your audition. So you want it to be as live audition for you as that could be.
And in a lot of ways, you're flying solo, whereas you wouldn't have that in the room necessarily. So always cover your bases. Make strong choices that are appropriate to the material. Do multiple takes if it means you should. If you can find them to do, but cover all your bases. Don't put everything on one read. Don't throw it away. Go in there, take it professionally, because we can see that in the auditions. We can tell when you're just throwing it away or you're not taking it seriously because you're self-taping. The stakes should be just as high. You just as an actor have more control over the product that we see in the end.
That's great advice. Well, thank you again. I appreciate you talking to me. Congratulations. Enjoy the rest of the night, and time to get back to the party.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.